Hello, fellow Vault Dwellers. No, fuck that shit. My builds are way better. And if you ever see somebody with a build that has strong back on it, not a good build. We're going to get into this build, though. Pretty good build, the Wasteland Douchebag. We're going to start off with our legendary perks, talking about them. Okay, you need a lot of perk cards, and you need a lot of perk points for them. So I've got Legendary Endurance and Strength maxed out. Power Armor Reboot, because I'm usually using Power Armor, and it's going to give you a good chance of surviving the things that are going to try to kill you in this here wasteland. Same thing with Intelligence, good perks for that, extra XP, good all the way around, especially for your Power Armor builds. Taking one for the team. Hey, I don't have any friends, but I do play Fallout 76 with random assholes. So taking one for the team, usually going to be on a team. And you want your enemies to take more damage. Legendary Agility, also good to go. Once I level up more, I'll be able to get more legendary perk points and perk cards and be able to level up more. Get those legendaries up. So we're going to talk about all of the actual cards themselves. Now, this is a casual build. It's just for wasteland buffoonery, generally walking around just being a nuisance in the wasteland. So it's not as sweaty as some of these, builds that you'll see out there that are like maximizing every single bit of power. This isn't it, man. I'm wearing excavator armor that looks badass, by the way. Look at that bone raider. I named it the Boner, right? So we're bone in the waste. And here we go. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about traveling pharmacy. You need to be able to carry all of your different cash. If you don't have this, it's just going to weigh too much. Not going to be able to carry enough. We got Slugger and Expert Slugger, Master Slugger. Those are all at 2. Just because I'm running this as if you don't have a reliable partner, right, teammate that can share maybe the full perk card of this, saving you the 3 spots. Right, so running those at 2, sacrificing some of that damage. If you're getting real sweaty with some like team PvP action, you want to have a buddy sharing some kind of level 3 perk in that if you're going the whole Autoaxe route. We got Blocker. We got a lot of dudes out there with the Autoaxe, and you need to be able to mitigate at least some of that damage. Also, if you're just farming either West Tech or the ghouls or whatever. They can't kill you anyway if you have a halfway decent build, but this just makes it further impossible. Blocker's good to go. Incisor, same stuff, man. You're just going to rock out with the Autoaxe. Incisor just taking away some of that damage mitigation that the armor rating would provide them. Incisor is kind of negating a good portion of that stuff, right? Going into perception, somewhat of a dump stat. However, with our Wasteland douchery, we are throwing quite a few grenades and being able to use some of those explosive weapons. And you're going to need to have those explosives have the biggest boom possible, right? So you're going to use Grenadier for sure, especially when you're using that Cremator. You want that big, annoying, obnoxious explosion if you're going to be a true Wasteland douche. Now, true Wasteland Douchebag is going to have real high life as much as possible. This would even apply, as far as Life Giver goes, even apply to like a bloodied build. Because even if you're running a small percentage of your life, more life is still more, and you're still harder to kill, right? So Life Giver is still good to go. Lead Belly, because I'm rocking out with all of our duped Nuka-Colas, etc. So you don't want to be ratting yourself out necessarily. So you're going to want to have that Lead Belly. Cola Nut, gotta have it, man. We're all cola builds, diabetes builds, whichever one you want to call it. We're going to be taking massive quantities of quantums. Fireproof, man, you need to have this because, look, everybody's having explosive weapons still. Everybody's rocking out with a flamethrower. You're going to need that fireproof, okay? All right, going into charisma. So not only do you want to have charisma at least at 9, in my opinion, to be able to share those level 3 perk cards, but you've got a lot of good stuff in here. So check out Party Boy for the alcohol, right? So if you want to take a vodka for the extra hit points, or you want to take like a whiskey for the extra strength, a lot of good benefits from the alcohol in this game. Field Surgeon, you want your stim packs to be really quick, right? So if you're having somebody trying to kill you, you want to be able to not die, right? So you want to be able to jam those stim packs, and for those stim packs to work as quickly as possible. Strange in numbers. Hey, look, I get it, man. Fallout 76, we don't really have friends, but you are on the team with some random douchebags doing some wasteland douchery. Need that strange in numbers, right? Make our mutations, that much better. We got suppressor. If we're attacking somebody, we want their attacks to be less on us. And tenderizer, conversely, for more damage. Not only when you attack them, but for when your teammates attack them too, for maximum douchery. All right, first aid goes along with those stim packs, right? You want those stim packs to be healing as much as possible. Makeshift warrior. So when I'm running around just kind of casually, or just farming ghouls or whoever, right? You want that makeshift warrior because the auto axe just breaks real quick otherwise. Same thing down here with the stable tools. Okay, you're not going to have that on. You're not going to keep it on in like a real tough fight, or like going up against maybe a tough boss or something, or some other PvP douchebags. Or you're going to switch that off. But for now, for your casual build, have that makeshift warrior, have that stable tools. Your auto axe won't break as much. If you have the electrified Autoaxe edition, that's going to make your science perks give you some more damage. It'll also work with your grounded serums, energy bobbleheads, etc. Going to agility, you want that action boy. Just for the quicker AP regen, right? So even if you got your optimized bracers for your power armor, you still want that action point refresh. I get it, man. You're rocking out with the colas. You would take this off in some sweaty PvP where you're just taking a bunch of quantums and stuff anyways, but it's good to have for now. Through hiker, look, we're food builds. Got to carry a lot of food, got to carry a lot of quantums. The through hiker is going to let you carry that. Born Survivor, when your health gets too low, that automatic stim pack kicks in. It's going to help save your life, theoretically. Adrenaline, I keep that at 1 just because it's the most bang for your buck. It's useful for most situations. You get a couple kills on some enemies running around. You get your 6% racking up. And it's just a good general perk. You would switch this out if you're getting like real super serious with a fight, but adrenaline's good to have. More damage, always more better. And then you got dodgy, man. Less taken damage, right? You want to take less damage. Dodgy's going to let you do that at the cost of some AP. But like I said, between Action Boy on and all your colas, all your coffees, sunshine oil, etc., dude, you're going to be good to go with dodgy. You need that stuff on. You could potentially switch this stuff out. Maybe Action Boy for Secret Agent if you're rocking out with the Stealth Boys. You want that. Want your Stealth Boys to last as long as possible. If you're using one of your shotguns, such as your Cold Shoulder, you could switch out for Enforcer. Get that stagger, right? So you got options here for agility. For luck, right now I've got Bloody Mess and Class Freak. Bloody Mess just for more damage. Hey, more damage, more better. And Class Freak, right? So less crappiness from your mutations. Okay, I get it. You're going to be mostly using a bunch of serums, but you don't want to have to take a serum every single hour, every single time you want to play, right? So take the serums when you're about to get into some sweaty action, right? Some nice PvP action, most likely. Because honestly, everything in the game, base game, you don't need any power-ups, honestly. It's a very easy game. If you don't find it easy, use my build. You're going to find it quite easy. You can also switch off for starch jeans if you need to get rid of some rads. You want to make sure you put on starch jeans first before you start rocking out your rad away. Okay, it goes without saying. Otherwise, you'll have to be losing all of your mutations, and you want mutations. If you're crafting stuff, obviously we got super duper there, and that's good to go. Okay, go into some of the weaponry and armor, right? So this is primarily going to be a power armor build. So I'll get into the power armor first. Largely assassins. It's not like a quote-unquote god roll set. I got given some of these things by some of my awesome buddies on this game, right? Including the jetpack. Technically, you can't have a jetpack on Excavator, but we figured out a way, right, back in the day. So there's a bunch of those floating around as far as Excavator goes. Yeah, some of the other pieces. I do keep a chameleon piece as well, just to be able to kind of get out of people's vats. People try to vat you, and I don't always want to just pop a stealth boy for every single person. I got the helmet database for more intelligence. If I'm running around in this, man, I'm usually trying to either level up or just kind of casually running around the game, right? So you can also step out of your power armor. This one still works. You just won't have the what is that thing called, man? Power armor reboot. You won't have power armor reboot in effect if you do get out of your power armor. but non-power armor is good to go as well, right? And so for that, you want to have your full set of your duped, your leathers and your Secret Service chest piece with that good little jetpack. You pretty much always want to have a jetpack rolling around, and pretty much all the time. All right, so hop back in here, and then we're going to get into the weaponry as well. All right, takes way too long to load. Thank you, Bethesda. All right, awesome. I needed some of the weapons that I use for this build. It's not the end-all be-all, but we'll start off with the Cold Shoulder, really broken crit. We got the Cremator. I made the pink flames on this thing. Very annoying, very douche-like. Boom. Look at that. That's a ridiculous explosion. You absolutely want to be having this thing around for your Wasteland buffoonery. We got my Junkie's Autoaxe. That's going to have the electric mod on it. My other Autoaxe, since these things break hella quick. Where's my other one? I got a Vampires one as well. Got poison on that guy. I like to switch it up a little bit. Messing around weapons. We got a little swing speed combat knife. That one's fun. We've got some nuka nades, just grenades in general. Look how big this explosion's going to be. Boom! Right, so that's why we have those 2 points in perception, for that bigger explosion. Nuka launcher. Look at that. Oh, it looks like the game actually glitched and I can't see the explosions. Anyway, trust me, they're huge. Plasma nade. We're just having some fun here. Boom. That's a weird looking explosion. Something's glitched with it. But you know what, man? It's Bethesda. I would expect nothing less. We got the Scythe. The Scythe is fun too. Right, so if you're using that in a serious fashion, probably switch out one of these guys, maybe blocker or something like that. You want to have that swing speed for something that actually it matters for. It doesn't really matter for the saws, so I generally don't have it on. It's good to have on the back burner though. Perks, man, it's just fun douchery. Boom. Okay, and obviously for your chems, etc. You want to have your Nuka-Colas handy. You want to have like at least 100 quantums at all times. Probably a bunch of oranges and cherries as well. Be able to switch back and forth between all those. You want to have, man, that thing's loud. Put that thing up. You want to have your good amount of chems, right? Radaways in general. A bunch of stim packs. You need those. You want to have your magazines, bobbleheads, psycho buff. My favorite personally. Serums on hand in case you get into the action. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, that is Wasteland Dbag. I hope you all enjoy it and utilize this to the fullest extent and make the Wasteland a more violent place. As always, fuck Bethesda, fuck Todd Howard, and fuck yourself.